On the Rock Line, it is a pleasure to have Corey Taylor of Slipknot and Stone Sour fame join us today. How are you, man?
I'm doing good, dude. How you doing?
I am doing well. You're out on the road right now with Slipknot. How's the tour going?
The tour's been great, man. It's probably, the biggest of our career. So, I mean, we're completely ecstatic.
It's a hell of a lineup, I gotta say. To see Slipknot and Korn together, wow.
Yeah.
That is just going to be killer. Now, Slipknot, of course, is an Iowa band. Are people shocked when they find out that you're from Iowa?
It used to be.
Used to be?
Kind of like that. But now it's more of like, oh, that explains a lot. I still maintain that the most weird and beat-up people come from this place.
Isn't it true?
It just makes sense.
It does. I think, just to endure the weather that we have to endure, you have to be a little crazy.
Yeah, this is very true. Plus the fact that, up until probably about 3 years ago, this place resembled a desert with buildings.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, nothing to do around here at all. But now it seems to be getting better.
It's, I'd like to take a little credit for that.
I think you should. I think you should. You pretty much put Iowa on the map.
Well, we basically set out to do exactly what we wanted, which was prove to the world that you don't have to come from, these hot spots, the usual suspects, to be successful, man. You can come from anywhere.
Absolutely.
And do it if you're good and you work and, you got a little bit of luck on your side.
Absolutely, and you guys have been doing great, of course. I saw you way back on Ozfest. I think it was the last time you were on Ozfest, a long time ago. And the craziness of a Slipknot show is something you just have to see.
Yeah. Well, trust me, man. It's something you got to feel, too.
Yeah.
I'm still feeling it. Let's put it that way.
I'll bet. Now, do you have any rituals that you do before a Slipknot show that were different from Stone Sour?
No, not really. I just stretch out, kind of get my head together. Obviously, there's the whole ritual of putting the makeup on and putting the mask on and the outfit and everything. But it's pretty standard stuff. To me, it's basically like don't peak too soon, don't throw up, and just remember to tie your shoes.
Yeah, you don't want to fall.
Yeah, if you want to be taken seriously, always check your fly, basically.
What now? If people have never been to a Slipknot show, what can they expect on this tour?
Just a lot of insanity, really. You'd think we'd be slowing down, and it's the complete opposite. We're about a verb away from setting ourselves on fire again. Like, I'm kind of getting nervous. I'm like, guys, we're old. Our burns do not heal as fast, Old dudes with scar tissue, not as cool. I just got to say.
Now, after Slipknot, I hear you have a solo project in the works. Can you talk about that?
Yeah. I'm actually kind of probably going to put that on hold for now as far as like recording goes. But I got a bunch of songs that we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing some solo shows with a band that I formed back home called the Junk Beer Kidnap Band.
Nice.
And but for now, actually, the plan is once Slipknot gets finished up, we're going to reconvene with Stone Sour. We had a meeting about 3 months ago, and we sat down, and the guys were really cool about it. But we decided that it just makes more sense to go in and do another Stone Sour album, and just kind of try and capitalize on all the hard work that just kind of paid off on this last album. Come Whatever May really blew up big, and in light of that, it just makes more sense to kind of go in. And we've already got a ton of killer material, so I think it just makes more sense to go in and do that first, and then kind of see where we're at after that. Definitely going to happen.
Awesome. I'm looking forward to a Stone Sour album. Let me ask you now, since you're talking about going into the studio, which do you prefer, performing live music or recording?
Honestly, it kind of goes both ways. I love recording. I love the sense of creating something from scratch that nobody's ever done before. Like, I'm big into production as well as songwriting. So for me, it kind of hits on all cylinders as far as like, what I want and need as as an artist or as a performer. But, honestly, live, I can usually do a tour about 6 months before I start kind of pacing, like, I need to do something new.
Uh-huh.
So that kind of thing kind of gets old after a while, but that, being creative also comes with, trying to figure out new ways to put energy and life into a set. So,
Absolutely.
I can go either way with it. But I can honestly say, like, probably, 10% more on the, creating and being in the studio kind of vibe.
Cool, cool. So, fun questions now. Who are your non-musical influences?
Non-musical influences?
Yeah.
Let's see. Bruce Lee, Darth Vader.
Nice.
And, Snake Plissken.
Nice. All right. The best movie ever made in Corey Taylor's eyes is?
From Dusk Till Dawn. Quentin Tarantino, Robert Rodriguez. Amazing movie.
Love that movie. If you could have dinner with any three people, live or dead, who would you have dinner with?
Henry Rollins, Dave Grohl, and probably Ed Gein. Which
nice.
Makes for a very funny menu.
That would be an excellent night of conversation.
Yes.
Supergroups, are the big thing these days. Now, if you could put together a supergroup of musicians, who would be in the group, live or dead?
Let's see. If I could put together a supergroup, it'd probably be, Dave Grohl playing guitar and singing.
Cool.
And I would just be in the background playing guitar,
Awesome.
Playing drums, I'd have to go with Travis Barker.
Cool.
And bass player, I'd probably, to be honest, I'd probably go with either Chris Chaney or Scott Schreiner from Weezer.
Nice.
Like those guys are monsters.
Yeah, that would be.
Anybody else could jump up if they wanted to, but as far as like a four-piece goes, man, that would just rule.
That would be awesome. Now, when you have time to relax, what do you like to do for fun?
I watch a lot of movies, dude.
Yeah.
If I'm not watching movies, I'm probably trying to find my pants. That's pretty much it. That's free time that I have in my life.
Nice. What's the craziest Spinal Tap moment you've ever had?
You're talking to a guy who's fallen off the stage and landed on his head in front of like 20,000 people. I mean, it doesn't get much more Spinal Tap than that. I can say the night that Slipknot played for our A&R guy at Roadrunner, when we were about to get signed by Roadrunner, we got lost backstage in Chicago.
Nice.
Did not find the stage. We ended up having to walk all the way out, walk through the crowd, climb up onto the stage because we couldn't find the stage door.
That's awesome.
Man.
That is great. The gig is coming up Tuesday, May 12th in Sioux Falls Canary Stadium. Corey Taylor of Slipknot, it has been an honor talking to you today. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, thanks for having, man.